Hey, look here. No, come. Look here. No, no, whoa, no. Back up, back. Stop. Okay. Hello, my mammal and monitoring friends at Walloon State School. To supplement what we did together in class for our dance and drama lessons, with your classroom teacher, you will be learning in this tutorial video all about focus and tension. When we're talking about focus in drama, we are talking about two things. The first thing about focus in drama is that we stay in character, so stay in our roles, no matter what is going on. For example, you're meant to, no, not me, you're meant to start the line. No, you're meant to say this. Sir, he's not saying the line. Was that an example of focus? No, it wasn't. So even if your group members are forgetting their lines or they've forgotten what comes next, you improvise. The audience doesn't know that something's wrong on stage unless you point out the obvious. Instead, you could do something like this. Gee, isn't it nice sunny weather, Jeffrey? And he's remembered what his line is, and we continue on with performance as if nothing's happened. Another example. Why would he? Was that an example of focus? No, it wasn't. You were thinking about how funny the performance is that you were going to do, and you just lost it. You need to stay in character. Okay? Okay, I'm being very serious. I'm about to perform this dramatic role. I am not going to laugh. Staying focused means no matter how ridiculous or how funny the scene is you're doing, you just stay focused. The audience is meant to laugh, but not you guys. You're meant to be in character. You need to stay in role. The other thing with focus, so the second reason we talk about focus is, what is the audience meant to be focusing on? So you have to think about what is happening in the performance. Is there a particular character that the audience is meant to focus on? And if so, how are you going to draw that attention to that character? For example.
No, thank you. Yep, now I gotcha. I'll just follow you.
We are gathered here today to mourn the passing of our dearly beloved cat, Steve. He was such a lovely cat, admired by everyone. I'm going to miss those pats and those little head rubby things that the cats do. It's such a tragedy.
So, who were you focusing on in that scene? Was it Mr. Teodo giving this sad speech about the dead cat? Or were you more focused on Mrs. Imhoff? Pause the video now to discuss whether this would be an example or a non-example of showing dramatic focus and why.
Yeah, things flashing again.
Yeah, that's what it's meant to, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Where are you? I can't see you, Anita. That's better.
We are gathered here today to mourn the loss of our dearly beloved cat, Steve. He was such a nice cat. he will be forever missed.
Now, was there more focus in that scene? Was the focus directed where it was meant to be? Pause and discuss. Now that we've adequately discussed how focus works, we're going to now look at tension. If we remember from our discussions in class, dramatic tension is where there is a particular problem that comes up and that problem needs to be fixed or resolved. Without tension, there can be no storyline. It gets really boring. Nothing happens. For example, who would want to sit there and watch Mr. Teodo for a whole hour eating a bowl of cereal? Nothing's happening. There's no tension. It gets boring. However, what is a hair doing in my cereal? Now we've just added some tension. There is a problem there, and that problem needs to be fixed somehow. Think of some of your favorite stories where there's been a problem amongst the characters and they've had to solve that problem. That's where tension comes in. I want you to pause the video, talk to the partner next to you about that favorite story and where the problem is in that story and how the characters fixed that problem. That is tension. Off you go. Now that we have discussed focus and dramatic tension, it's your turn now. Your classroom teacher will play either one of two games. You won't have time to do both. Your teacher will pick one or the other. The first one is called What's the Time, Mr. Wolf? And your classroom teacher will explain what that one is. Or the second activity which you could be doing is a game called Bang. If your classroom teacher picks that game, there will be another tutorial video that you'll watch that demonstrates how the game is played. Whichever game or activity your classroom teacher decides to do, I'm sure that you will have fun with it. Have a go. A huge thank you to Mrs. Imhoff for stepping in at the last minute and demonstrating for us what not to do when we are focusing in the drama classroom. Thank you to all of you for paying attention and being focused in class. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.